Hi everyone. The aim of this session is to explain the relationship between science, engineering and technology. Science is the study of the nature and behavior of natural things and the knowledge that we obtain about them. Science is the outcome of urge in human being to find the truth of nature. They start with the mere inquisitiveness to know, the pleasure of seeking. In this process, human beings could assimilate many patterns and could deduct some laws to understand the physical world around us through our five senses and mind. If mind only is the direct receiver or the perceiver, we are not ready to accept it as science. The validity is there only if prove it through any of the five senses with evidence. If it's only with mind and some logic, then it's called abstract concepts and come under formal science. Think about many years back at the start of human civilization or at the jungle with other animals. We have no artificial items or any engineering product, all natural products we had. Human being with an urge to expand and grow, imagination for something for their need, desire, convenience and comfort, to be creative and the desire to create it. We on science build up engineering to make products, ask for invention, innovation and development of technology. This is an introduction. We will look into what is science, engineering and technology, how it connected, and we will try to explain with one example. For that, we will look into the mind map. Here is the mind map. What is science, engineering and technology? We will be looking into that. We already in introduction told the science is truth and laws of nature, knowledge in the form of testable explanation and prediction about the universe. So we can divide science into natural science, social science and formal science. So natural science, which is the study of nature in the broadest sense. Example is biology, chemistry, physics, astronomy and earth science, etc. As a social science, we have psychology, sociology, economics, history, like that, which study the people and the societies. In formal science, based on the abstract concept, there is no physical evidence, like mathematics, logic, theoretical computer science, which study abstract concepts and they do not rely on empirical evidence. So we will see what's the thing when it comes to engineering. Engineering, like medicine, it's an and as described as an applied science. Okay, so application of the science to make products with proper research and analysis, we will termed as an engineering. The application of the science to make products with proper research and analysis, we can call it as an engineering. It's a creating products, okay, based on the science. So science is as a base. If you are creating some product, then we call is an engineering. So the application of this engineering product and processes we call is technology. So any product, engineering product, we will be applying, if it is applied in, we can apply the same engineering product in different context. You take any engineering products like camshaft, you can use the camshaft for the engine piston movement working, or you can use it for some other automation purpose also. You can use the camshaft. So different application area. If you take anything, if you take laser, you can use it in cutting, you can use it for welding, you can use it for some kind of laser, we can use it for medical purpose. So different kinds of applications. So we are based on that engineering product, we are developing many technologies so that it can be applied, it can be utilized for different applications. So this is the way how from science the engineering is developed, and from the engineering the technology has come up. So we will explain with an example. Now we have taken a spring as a coil spring as an example. So we will see what's the science behind it. So generally when we call a spring, it's just like that. It's a, when you apply a force, it reforms. So in science we will look for those kind of materials that can be deformed by force and then return into the original shape after the force is removed. So these all things we observed in nature and find out which material and what is the different patterns it behaves, and based on that we create some laws. So this is the science how it is developed behind. So as per this this observation, elastic materials store potential energy, specifically elastic potential energy, by straining the bonds between the atoms of an elastic material. This is the inside things what is happening. So the when you press and apply a compressive force, then it will compress us, and while we pull and apply a tensile force, the material expands, and it is all a natural phenomena. So looking at these patterns of behavior, Hooke's law for elastic material has been derived. Here the forces needed to extend or compress is proportional to that distance. So how much distance that material compress or expand is directly proportional to the force, like that force needed to extend. So some force, some laws we have derived looking at the patterns how that material behaves. So this is the basics, the science, the basics, the foundation of developing the spring. So developing the spring as creating a product based on this science, we will call it an engineering. So engineers use these materials with elastic properties to make a spring. They give a shape of wire to this material and make as a coil and named it as a spring. This is the product. So not only directly using that material, they even created a shape to that product, like they made it as a wire and made it as a coil, and it gives more elastic properties, more deformation it can create. So we term it as a spring. This is an engineering product. This is the engineering process. So from science, the engineering, the product has come. So this spring we can use in multiple applications. So that is known as technology. So if you use it for some particular applications, we use we call that term as technology. So what's the technology is the if you plan to use this spring concept to open and close the door, it is called technology. So this is one of the technology. If it is used the spring in a different other purpose, if you are using in a ballpoint pen or jotted pen, the spring we use there just to no, the nib has to come out and hold there outside. We use the spring, same spring. So it's a technology. It's called the technology. That is, the technology is the practical application of engineering knowledge is the technology. So this is very important for every engineers to know that how it has been derived, how the science and how the engineering has developed and how the technology has been developed. So what's the call to action here is that you find out some engineering material, find out the science behind it. Okay, you can name few engineering products, whatever the engineering products, see and find out the science behind it and its a practical application. Then you can comment below. So I want that action to be done by all of you people. That will give more understanding about this particular thing. So hope that you enjoyed the session. Thank you very much being here. Please watch my videos, and I am working with a special purpose. I have a mission. It's the maximum utilization of technical resources to create a positive impact in the society. For that vision, I have a mission to help hundred thousands of engineers to achieve high income growth using true coaching. If you want to know more detail about this, you can look at the uh, details with the video. And don't forget to give your comment below. That is, what is the engineering product you have seen, you observed, and what is the science behind that, and what is the application it is used and the technology. So please comment it below. Don't forget that.